It's your boy Angelo Savage, man. We here with another video, of course. This one, it's a little bit more explicit, man. Now, we would say the person with the gun was innocent, but he's not at this aspect. So I just want y'all to check out the clip and y'all tell me what to do. Let's go.
Tonight, newly obtained surveillance video reportedly showing the moment an elected official in upstate New York shot a DoorDash driver outside his home. The driver, who has not been publicly named, was attempting to deliver food to a house in Chester, New York, police say, when he became lost and unable to navigate using the app. They say he approached several homes asking for directions before arriving at the residence, seen here at a nearby address just before the shooting in a video obtained by News 12. State police say he then went to the home of New York Highway Superintendent John Riley, who is also a federally licensed firearms dealer. Another video obtained by News 12 reportedly showing the 48-year-old walking out of his house. The video appears to show Riley initially shooting into the side of his yard, yelling at the driver to leave as the DoorDash driver turned on his ignition.
Go! Go!
Moments later, firing toward the vehicle after the driver starts to reverse.
What the fuck?
Shooting once more as the victim drove off.
No, twice more as the victim.
Police say one of the bullets struck the driver in the back, causing serious physical injuries.
Really?
Riley tonight out on bail, but facing felony assault and criminal weapon possession charges, according to state police.
Just shock, disbelief, disgust.
Let me pause that right there, man. You shouldn't be out on bail with that. You are a danger to society. You see, I'm be honest. I like to be very subjective. I like to be in the middle. I like to play the middleman in this situation. But if you're wrong, I'm going to have to call it out. I can't allow you to be wrong and I don't call it out, man. In this aspect, you got a DoorDash driver. You know, he's lost. His phone probably died because people are just done with phones. You know, a typical iPhone user always lets his phone die. I noticed that coming from Android. And he's doing DoorDash. So that's what actually was happening. But in the eyes of this guy, happened to be a white man that is technically an elected official, they claim, and he's an FFL, which means you hold him to a higher standard than the rest that are just clueless. Because he should know more and he should do more and he should know better. Right? So it seems like this guy, based on that video, it looks like it was a kid, really. It looks like it was a kid. It looked like it was a kid doing DoorDash, probably making money because he's an immigrant. And that's the best way to make money. Because I have also Walmart orders delivered to my house. And that's basically what happens to me. I get Walmart orders delivered to my house, and it's usually the immigrants dudes because they'll say hi, whatever, but that's all they can say. They can't say nothing after that. All they know is address, bring the house. They don't even know how to get to your crib for real. They just know the GPS told me to come here. His shit probably died on the way there, and he's trying to find a house based on the number, but it's dark as hell. They in some like wooded area, you know what I'm saying? Like where in the back of the road shit where you don't see nothing. It's pitch black. The only thing you can see is from the lights of the car. You know what I'm saying? Unless you go to their front door with a light on this shit trying to look. And that's what he did, because it seemed like in the video he's talking to a Ring camera in the dark because they don't have no porch lights on, no nothing. So based on what I'm seeing, based on that little quick clip, I'm basically seeing that the dude was like, he was on edge. I don't know if he's a drinker, he's a tweaker. I don't know if he's on drugs, but he got paranoid for some reason. And I think, I hate to say this, but there's a lot of, like I tell people always, because I'm pro 2A as well. I'm like, the most armed people in this world are the white men. They're super armed to the T. Like those are the type of people that told me to get arms. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why I got it. And they're armed to the T. Even though they're in good neighborhoods and everything, they don't risk nothing. They get right, bro. They're so paranoid, it's ridiculous. Like, even like when I talk to people and I understand what they're talking about, like, bro, you're in the burbs. Why are you so armed like this, bro? You're like overly armed. Like, and you'll ask them what they armed for. They're like, yeah, you know, someone breaks in the house. I'm like, but y'all keep y'all front door unlocked. That's how good y'all neighborhood is. You know what I mean? And this is the problem with like certain people that believe that certain things are going on. There are certain people that okay, this is happening. I'm in a bad neighborhood. I'm going to watch myself. I'm going to keep my gun on me. Then there's people that are actually in the burbs that have that same mentality. And they're in the safest neighborhood they can be in, but they're armed to the T. They train for the day that something happens, even though it will probably never happen. But then if something even slightly like it happened, they get to like anxiety level, like they're ready to kill mode, you know? So this is kind of what it make it seem in this situation real quick. Like, and I'll play the rest of the video so you can see what this guy says, because I've seen this video multiple times. Because it just like, it irked me, because I'm like, I can't be, like the way I'm seeing this video can't be true. I gotta watch it a couple times to make sure what this dude did, how, and like, and this how I think. I like to jump in his brain, the guy that had the gun, and thought like, what was going through your brain when you thought it was okay to jump out the crib, shoot at the ground. Okay, that's one shot. But then shoot at the car while he's bagging up, and then shoot at him while he's leaving, which actually pierced him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you're asking for trouble. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing if he had a gun or not. I doubt he did, because you don't even know who it is. So it's like a tweaker. You get what I'm saying? And I don't know if y'all agree with me, but any gun owner would say that this guy was in the wrong 100%. And I hope everybody just don't be, because some people, you have people out here, and I hate to rant, but you do have a certain group of people that that will protect like gun owners regardless, even if they're wrong. And I don't believe in that. See, in my channel, I'm very middleman. I'm devil advocate. I'll play both sides, but I'll tell you if you're wrong, you're wrong. I gotta tell you, I can't. You know what I'm saying? People are like, oh, I thought you were, conservative. I'm like, yeah, I'm conservative as fuck with the money, but my thoughts are like, hey, bro, if you're wrong, you're wrong, and I'm gonna identify it. You know what I'm saying? If you ever wrong, on my channel, I'm in the middle. If you wrong, you wrong, regardless if you black, white, conservative, liberal. That's how I'm rocking. But in this aspect, it looked like this guy is super conservative, but he has high anxiety and he's a paranoid schizo. It seems like the way that he just came out the crib like that. Dude's not even outside his car. You just tweaking. He's damn near like 40 yards away from you, 50 yards away from you in his car, and you're tweaking. And you shooting in the ground. Okay, that's one shot, right? And I'm not even thinking too much about the first shot, even though it was a tweak shot. The second shot, you aim it at him, yelling. He probably don't hear nothing that's going on. His window's probably up. All he see is a white guy jump out the car. He see a flash and like, oh shit, was that a gun? Bagging back. Next thing you know, a buddy just pointing the gun at him on some crazy shit. Shot at him. He like, what the fuck? So then he bagging up. He gets shot at. Then he dip off and he shoot him again, which actually hit him. At that point, I know dude in the car was scared as hell. He like, bro, this is worse than Venezuela. I need to go back, because obviously he's an immigrant. It seemed like it. But you know what? You can be an immigrant in this country, bro. I still want y'all to work and do your thing. Like, I'm totally against what dude did. But when it comes to the immigrant making his money, hey, bro, somebody got to do the job, and y'all willing to do it. And I appreciate that. But when it comes to this guy that I'm going to play the rest of the video so y'all can hear it. This guy explains that this guy is an elected official. I want to see what he got to say.
I just can't believe that took place.
Chester Town supervisor says the town board is holding a special meeting Tuesday morning to consider calling for Riley's resignation.
We can't fire him. We can't unappoint him. We can't put him on leave of any type. He's elected.
Riley did not return our request for comment. A DoorDash spokesperson saying, quote, no one should ever fear for their safety just for trying to make deliveries in their neighborhood. We're devastated by the senseless act of violence, and we're wishing the Dasher a full and speedy recovery.
This situation isn't representative of the town of Chester. We are good people. This is a complete outlier in terms of, how we treat anybody from outside the community.
Riley does not yet have a new court date scheduled. Shaquille Brewster, NBC News.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories.
Wait, see, this is new news to me. I'm just catching it. It just said he right now doesn't have a new court date scheduled. So you telling me you put a guy on bond, he's out on bond for shooting at an individual that had no threat to him, and y'all don't even have the second court date lined up when he's coming back? So you don't know when this guy might be arrested again or even see a judge for what he done. Yeah, this don't sit right, bro. I know right from wrong, and that's wrong, bro. And I don't care if they say, oh, he's an illegal immigrant, he shouldn't be here, I wouldn't have to shoot at him if he knew English. Bro, none of that. That's not acceptable, bro. No. The court system is very screwed. For those people that don't know, just know, if this was a black man shooting at that individual, it's a total different situation. He's going to jail, he's not getting out, no bond, and there's no court date. There's a court date and there's no bond. This guy happens to be white. Just let me just nitpick on that. Off on bond immediately, and he doesn't get a court date, which means he gets to stay free until they decide when they want a court date for this individual. While there's a guy in the hospital that can't feed his family, because that could have been anybody. It didn't even have to be an immigrant. It could have been another white man. I bet if it was, he probably would have been charged, right? I bet if he was black, he would have been charged. You know what I'm saying? Because all the black people would have came out the woodwork. All the white people would have cut him at the woodwork. You know what I'm saying? I honestly, this is something I would like somebody to like protest against. You know, like use your First Amendment right and protest this, because honestly, it's wrong. And with wrong actions, it need to be dealt with, because in a speedy manner. You give a court date first off. I don't care if he's an elected official, and I don't care that he's the FFL. He should have known better. Being an elected official, you should have known better. You're an elected official. Why is somebody coming for you, bro? Nobody wants you in this little city town, bro. Nobody even know you. Then on top of that, you're FFL, which means you know gun safety law. You know gun safety. You know the laws of the state and the government, of the federal government. So you, as the guy that shot that kid, because it was a kid, bro. Look at his posture, bro. He didn't have no build to him. He was short. His voice was very thin. Bro, you could tell that was a child, bro. That I probably no more than 18, 19 years old for real. Couldn't speak a lick of English, bro. Just trying to get in America. He already made it. He probably legal for real, though. But he just an immigrant. And don't know nothing. But that don't give us the ability to start fucking with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still not going to... I might not want illegals in the country, but I'm not going to go over there and nitpicking with them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to bother them. Like, they got into the country, so be it. I'm going to let ICE do their job if they're going to do it. Other than that, I'm not about to do nothing. But for this guy, like, I don't like that you let this guy on bond and you don't even got him a court date. Now, think about this. When y'all write me a motherfucking ticket, y'all got a court date immediately for me. You know what I'm saying? I make this court date, you can fight this ticket so you can see if you're right or wrong. Y'all immediately got a court date for that, but you don't got a court date for a man that used his own firearm in his crib to shoot at an unarmed individual that had no threat to him, just delivering orders. Obviously, you can see it's pitch black out there. He couldn't see a damn thing. And I feel for this person, because that could have been me. That could have been somebody else that I know, because I have friends that DoorDash. And then they get stuck in this little wooded area where y'all don't have no lights on or nothing, and y'all expect us to deliver shit in the dark like we got night vision. Sticky situation. I hope this get more traction, because it seems like it ain't really been rubbing the internet as much. It's only been up for about a day and a half, like for real, but it ain't getting no traction. I really think it should, because of the fact that this is just wrong in general. That should not happen. And then you got DoorDash coming out with a statement, so you know it's serious. You know what I'm saying? I think more news channels should report that, because it's just wrong. You know what I'm saying? You can be a judge. You don't get a pass because you're a judge. You don't get a pass because you're elected official. And then plus on top of that, bro, you're FFL owner, bro. That's like, I hold FFLs to the highest like providence of like gun safety. Like when I look at it and I go into a gun shop and it's FFL, I think that you're gonna obey the law by any chance. Everything that is the law, you're gonna obey. You're gonna know gun safety. If somebody come in there, put a gun on you, you're gonna be like, hey, no, bro. Downrange, if you're gonna hold it, any of that. You know, gun safety. So for you to come out your crib and just start blinking a nigga, that's crazy. For that, you need to be removed from your seat. You need to be removed from your FFL, and you need to be federally. You need to be charged, bro. Sorry. You can't just shoot at people, bro. Sorry, that's crazy. Y'all, if you think I'm wrong, tell me in the comment section. I don't care if he's an immigrant. I don't care if he's illegal. I don't care if he speaks English. I don't care if he's knocking on doors, touching doors, whatever. Because what he was actually there for, DoorDash know he was there for an order. And he's in, and if y'all see, I like to read the background of the video. Look where he was at, totally pitch black. The Ring camera was on the night vision. Because I hate when people do that. Like, bro, if you gonna order food, turn your front lights on so he can see. I don't know, man. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comment section. Don't forget to like for the YouTube algorithm. It's your boy Angelo Savage. Don't forget to subscribe. Peace.